Another Taylor Tuesday.
Happy Taylor Tuesday, the best day of every week.
That's right.
Taylor Tuesday.
What we're going to be doing from now on is we're going to be doing a market update for the first Tuesday of every month.
First Tuesday of every month, market update. So that means, we'll be giving you today, October, obviously, we're going to be giving you a quick snapshot of what was going on in the September market. And we're going to be doing this every month just to keep all of our buyers and sellers on the same page and make sure everyone knows, where things are at in the housing market right now.
We have a lot of people wondering, what's going on, what's the market going to do, and so that's really just what we're going to do is clear things up, break it down for you. And if it's a good time to buy or sell for you, we can definitely have a discussion about that.
Yeah, so we'll give everyone a few minutes here to make sure we get enough people logged on. Again, if you're just now joining us, welcome, hello, happy Taylor Tuesday.
If you have not been here before, I'm Mike with the Taylor Realty team here.
And I'm Nolan, also with the Taylor Realty team. We are a couple of agents with the team, and we are, coming at you live with Taylor Tuesday today.
All right, so we'll jump right into it. A lot of questions we get a lot is, what market are we in? Are we in a seller's or buyer's market? Right now, we are in a seller's market.
We are in a seller's market. Mike, what does that mean?
So seller's market is where there's just a low supply, and so everything's kind of in the seller's favor. They're getting more for their homes. The days on market are less, and their homes are selling quicker. Mm-hmm. And although there is a lot of advantages for the buyers right now too, but we're going to start on the sell side. We are looking at 1.9 months of inventory right now.
1.9 months of inventory.
And
what does that mean?
What that means is if all the homes were to be stop listing, there's no other ones coming on the market, it would take 1.9 months for the active homes to sell.
Gotcha. So that's favorable to sellers right now.
Definitely favorable to sellers, and that's a very low number. So what they say favors both buyers and sellers the most is around 5 months of inventory. And so 1.9 is definitely low. There's a shortage of homes for sale. And I don't really see that personally. If you do, let me know. Just seeing that change, I don't see it turning into a buyer's market anytime soon.
I don't know. So the thing with the seller's market, it means, that there are less homes for sale than there are buyers to sell them. So, right now, like you're kind of saying, there are so many buyers who are eagerly out there buying with these low interest rates and just not that many people selling right now. In contrast, so it means, sellers definitely have the upper hand. They can get more competitive offers. They might have multiple offers for their homes, driving that price up to get the highest possible price. I don't really see that changing, as we enter these winter months. I don't think we're going to see an influx of new people listing their homes. But if interest rates stay as low as they are, which we can get into here in a little bit, I do think we will continue to see, the buyers will slow a little bit as we go into these winter months, but it's not going to be enough, I think, to flip the market to a buyer's market. I think we're going to be in a seller's market here for a bit.
I agree. I know there's a lot of people out there saying, I'm going to wait till the prices go down and everything, but real estate is based off of the supply and the demand. So as long as the supply is low and the demand is high, the prices are still going to be raised. And so, I don't see it definitely changing dramatically. I think it's going to be, if it does, my prediction would be more of a gradual, slower change to
over the next several years.
Right.
I don't think we're going to see, like you were saying, we have some buyers who say, I'm going to wait till the spring when the prices are lower. Well, we don't really have the evidence that that's going to be the case.
Exactly. So as far as the average price point in the Twin Cities across the board, $343 is what the average price point is right now. And compared to last year, it was $325.
$325. So do we think that's an effect then of the market just driving prices up, or inflation, or a combination of the two?
I think a lot of the houses selling for higher than they are. It's raising the comparables for the other houses too, and so new listings coming on are selling for a higher price as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then the average market days for how long it's from listing to the closing is an average of 47 days. And in the 400 and below price range, they're going very quickly. And what have you been seeing for?
The amount of time that a house spends on the market kind of depends on the price point. It depends on the area. There are a lot of factors, but we are seeing that in a very competitive price range. So homes priced between $200,000 and $400,000. There are a lot of buyers right now who are in that price range. We see a lot of people right now, especially post-COVID, people who have been in apartments or in smaller homes, looking to either buy their first home or upgrade from a townhouse to their first single family home. People are looking for a little bit more space, and a lot of buyers are looking in that price range right now. So there's a lot of competitiveness in that price range. Homes priced below $400,000 right now, and some above, but especially below. Those homes are getting very competitive offers very fast, and they're flying off the market. Some of these homes are hitting the market and getting accepted offers, that night or the next day.
And it really is that competitive.
It really is that competitive.
And if these homes show well, they're priced right, they are going in just a couple days over the weekend. So it's definitely a hot time to sell if you are thinking of doing so.
Mm-hmm.
What else on the sell side? Let's see. We have.
Well, on the sell side, where you were talking about that price, I think some of where prices end up depend on how competitively homes are being sold right now, and that's something we're seeing in the market a lot. Is homes that are being priced very competitively are selling above asking price or above market price, market value, because those homes drive such competitiveness and get so much buzz around them. If they're priced really competitively and really fairly, they create this bidding war that then is driving prices up for homes. So sellers are really making off a really good end of the deal.
Yeah, and it's smart to know exactly how you should be pricing, because we do still see the ones that are priced too high to begin with because they are confident in the market and that they can get a lot for their home.
Mm-hmm.
But if you price too high right away, well, you might end up selling for less, it'll sit on the market, and you won't get as much traffic through.
Yeah, so the longer a home sits on the market, eventually buyers are going to start to think, oh, what's wrong with this home? Is it not worth what they're asking? We need to offer way less. And you see that happen.
Yeah, a lot. And as far as the buyers, so I think that wraps it up. If you guys have any questions about the kind of the selling side, where that's at, make sure to type them in the comments below. But for the buyer side, what are we looking at? What is going on? Just really for buyers.
So for buyers, so we talked about, sellers and why it's a great time for sellers right now. Oh, hello, we got a hello. Again, like Mike said, write questions in the comment section if you have anything, and we'll try to get to those. But for buyers, we are seeing that, even though it's a very competitive time and even though it is a seller's market, it's a great time for buyers to buy right now because of the low interest rates. So with the economy the way that it is right now, interest rates have hit a all-time low 9 times throughout 2020. So the interest rates have just kept getting lower and lower and lower. And so it's been a great time for buyers to get out and buy because, they're getting those record low interest rates. We were seeing something that, compared to, 4 or 5 years ago, over a 30-year mortgage, some buyers can save several $100s a month on their payments just due to these interest rates. So it's a great time to buy right now.
That does bring. Do you see the interest rates rising, or what do they say is going to happen with the interest rates?
It's tricky. It's hard to know. I don't think the interest rates are going to skyrocket anytime soon. I think we're going to continue to see those low interest rates here for a while. I think the Feds have kind of announced that they are committed to trying to keep the interest rates as low as they can over at least the next couple of years into 2023 potentially, just to make sure that they can help stimulate the economy and get people into homes and keep the housing market afloat. So I think we're going to see those interest rates continue to be pretty low over the next couple of years. We might see a gradual increase over the winter, as lenders are trying to be a little bit more competitive, but I think there's no evidence that interest rates are suddenly going to skyrocket anytime soon.
Yeah, overall things are looking good for the next few months. COVID, we've been doing really well.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of COVID, that's a big concern. What are we doing to stay safe with COVID? So on all the showings that we do, we are wearing masks.
Mm-hmm.
We make sure that we bring hand sanitizer. And a lot of sellers are leaving doors open, they're leaving lights on so that we can limit the amount of time, limit the amount of stuff we're touching in the home themselves, just to make sure everything is being as safe as possible.
Yep,
really.
So we're trying to keep everyone as safe as possible and as healthy as possible. So, that's definitely a high priority for both sellers and buyers right now. As sellers are having people come in and out of their homes, they want to make sure that everyone's being safe and careful, and same for the buyers. So like Mike said, everyone's wearing face masks, hand sanitizer, before and after we enter and exit each home. And then one thing that also is kind of happening in this market right now is because it's such a competitive market, and due to COVID and sellers wanting to make sure that the people who are coming in and out of their homes are serious about buying, a lot of sellers are asking that buyers are pre-qualified before you even set up a showing. Yeah.
Yep.
So you want to make sure that you're getting, pre-qualified if possible before we go set up showings, because that's going to open the possibilities and open the doors of other homes who want to make sure, or of sellers who want to make sure that everyone who's coming in and out is a serious buyer.
Absolutely. And then as far as appointments and how we're going about showings, we do offer virtual appointments, virtual showings or consultations to answer any questions you have. or get you still seeing houses. Some people still have to move, and I know that not everyone wants to go out and be out and doing things with COVID going on. And so there's options available for us to accommodate that as well.
Yep, for sure. We do all sorts of like FaceTime showings, and then if you like a property, we can go check it out later with you. But we just want to make sure that everyone stays safe.
Yeah. And Rebecca says COVID free in 2020.
That's the goal, is to be, or at least by 2021.
We hope everybody's staying safe and healthy,
Mm-hmm.
doing well.
Yep. So let me think. Was there anything else that we missed? Oh, I guess we didn't really talk much about cash versus financing. So that is one thing. In this market, with it being such a seller's market, some buyers think, well, if it's so competitive, how can I possibly put together a competitive offer? Is cash still king? Do I have to offer an all cash in order to have my offer considered in this market? Short answer, no. Cash is still king. Cash is king, and that will remain true. But we are seeing a lot of success with buyers who are putting together offers that include some mortgage financing. The minimum down payment requirement for a conventional loan is 3%, and we are seeing buyers get offers accepted with 3% down. So a lot of it depends on the strength of the terms in your offer and what all you're up against and exactly what terms the seller is looking for. If you have a decent amount of down payment, or if you are very flexible on your close date, or let's say you are able to put a lot of money down for earnest money, if you are able to work with an appraisal, all of these things are going to help determine whether or not you get a good offer accepted. And so, if you have the perfect combination of things, we are certainly seeing plenty of finance offers get accepted,
Yeah, there's a lot of finance offers out there, cash, and we are having some appraisal issues, being the prices are so high and the competitiveness, multiple offers, some houses aren't appraising at where they should.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And so that's a conversation for a later date, but that is something we can get into a new discussion on as well. Rebecca says, I just had one yesterday with 3% down. Woo woo.
Wow, congratulations. Shout out to our team member, Rebecca Foster, said she just had a buyer get an accepted offer with 3% down. So yeah, just like we were saying, it definitely happens and is very exciting when it does.
Terms are definitely important though. Like Nolan was mentioning, if you have strong terms, it's definitely going to help you out. With the competitiveness of the offer, if you're looking to get into a place, say by winter or something, we really don't know how long it's going to take to get you an accepted offer, get you into a house. With how things are going, it could take longer or quicker than you might expect. So if you are thinking of making a move before winter in the near future, it's definitely a good time to get started, get going on that.
Yeah, for sure. So if you have any questions, or if you're thinking you might be ready to list your house and get started to take advantage of the seller's market, or if you're a buyer and you're looking to take advantage of these super low interest rates, reach out to one of us or anyone on our team, and we are happy to connect with you and get started with that process for you.
Yeah, we hope this cleared things up for you. We're going to be doing this, like we said, the first Tuesday of every month. We're going to be doing just a market update of what happened the last month, where things are at.
Yeah, and you can catch someone else, or maybe the two of us, but probably someone else on our team here next week for another gripping installment of Tailored Tuesday.
Yeah. So overall, to wrap things up, why is it a good time to sell? Why is it a good time to buy? For the sell side, low inventory, houses are going quick, especially under that 400 price point that we were talking about. It's a good time to list. It's a good way to get top dollar for the home in this market. So.
Yep, and for buyers, like we said, interest rates are at an all-time low. It is a great time to take advantage of that and get you in a home so you can start, paying your mortgage for less than you're renting.
Absolutely.
All right, well, we will see you guys next week. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.
Thank you, everybody, for joining.